But no, I kind of want to switch gears here. One, Dukin says hi, babe.
What up?
Yep, he's in here. And what was the question? Rico had a question. RJ, do you think Kiffin will destroy the Ole Miss program? No, I think you're just a salty Tennessee fan.
Oh.
I think Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin is a match made in heaven. I mean, that's straight up. I mean, Ole Miss is an old widower who found the hot girl, and the hot girl actually likes him. It works. Matter of fact, my favorite Lane Kiffin story about Ole Miss right now is him showing up off the plane for Florida Atlantic, getting off the plane, being handed the baby, asked to kiss the baby, hold the baby so that the baby can be told when he's older, Lane Kiffin held you, you're destined to play Rebel football. But also, dude takes the baby back and says, get yourself a burner phone, all right? Get yourself a burner phone. To which I love this because Hugh Freeze got pinched for not using a burner phone. Hugh Freeze, babe, had called escort services on the state paid phone. And then somebody sent open records request talking about what the Bible thumper has had to say to escort services. Yeah. Nah, Ole Miss is going to be just fine. Ole Miss might even be good. Matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out a way if I can get to the Egg Bowl this year, which I believe is the day after Thanksgiving, where Mike Leach, who's my favorite football coach, is coaching Mississippi State. So Mississippi State and Ole Miss going to be two teams I watch a lot of football. They're going to be a lot of fun.
If they're not good, they're definitely going to be fun.
Yes.
And if they're not fun, they definitely won't be boring.
Yes. And that's the issue. Don't bore me. You know, even Nick Saban can bore me. But Lane Kiffin tweets like a regular person. Mike Leach tweets like a regular person. I enjoy that about millionaire football coaches. Be regular. It's fine. But also, Lane Kiffin has learned so much from being fired and ran out of town by Tennessee. Matter of fact, he had to get a police escort out of the state of Tennessee. That's how badly people wanted to hurt him for how he had torpedoed their program. Then he got ran out of USC and ran into Alabama. Then he got ran out of Alabama. So, babe, Lane Kiffin is the offensive coordinator for Alabama in 2016. They just got done beating Washington in a college football playoff game. But Lane Kiffin ended up getting fired before the national championship game. Why? Because he'd accepted the Florida Atlantic gig, and Saban said, I think you're just splitting your time too much, so just go take the Florida Atlantic gig, we'll be fine. Obviously, Lane Kiffin didn't like that. But it came to light later that Lane Kiffin was calling plays in that Washington game that they hadn't run in practice. Which is just a huge no-no.
That's pretty sketch.
Yeah. And Lane Kiffin has felt some kind of way about it ever since. So now that Lane Kiffin is coaching a team in Alabama's conference in their side of the division, I am so here for this. Because Kirby Smart at Georgia also has inspired this kind of ill will from Alabama fans. And he was his defense coordinator for like 9 years. Matter of fact, Kirby Smart just stole his strength and conditioning coach of 15 years at Alabama and made him special teams coordinator. So everybody wants to go at the king, and nobody can seem to unseat him except Ed Orgeron that one time. I think Georgia did it that one time as well. But it's been Alabama's world. We've been living in it. J Bones just dropped a super chat in here. Is OU screwed at MLB this year? Mike linebacker. No, because the Mike linebacker is going to be DaShaun White. Might be screwed at will.
At what?
Weak side linebacker. Because Kenneth Murray Jr. is going into the NFL draft this year, and you got either Caleb Kelly or an absolute unknown playing middle or will linebacker. Well, not unknown. I mean, they played. So you got Bryan Mead, you got Brian Asamoah, you got Shane Whitter, you got Caleb Kelly, and you got Bryan Mead as your options. Caleb Kelly is a 5-star who has flashed, but hasn't actually shown up and has played 2 different positions. Brian Asamoah had so many busts last year that I can't trust him to be in the right hole and fit when it's time to go and make a tackle because he'll just misdiagnose the play. Bryan Mead is still a walk-on and also just not where he's supposed to be all of the time. Shane Whitter is an early enrollee on campus, and he's really fast, and he's really athletic, and he can play both sides of the ball. But he's going to be asked to play inside linebacker, and you need somebody as an understudy to DaShaun White. Because if DaShaun White gets hurt, then yeah, Jay, it ain't gonna be pretty. And again, I say this, you gotta face a Tennessee team that returns the bulk of its starting offensive line and 2 tailbacks that average 5 yards per carry. It ain't a good look. Like, Brian Odom and Alex Grinch are gonna have to earn their money this year. And I'm not so certain that they're gonna be able to do it, especially when you take into account how Alex Grinch has been talking about the defense. He ain't excited. It's not a good look. So I wish I could tell you that, beyond DaShaun White, you're good, but you're not. This team is set up for 2021. It's not set up for 2020. That said, the hope aspect of this, the glass half full aspect of this, is the 2019 team wasn't set up to make the college football playoff run. And then they're undefeated going to the Kansas State game. They take a 7-point L. They bounce back, still haven't lost in November with Lincoln Riley as head coach, and they make the playoff. So they could, but you're going to need some absolute stud at will linebacker, and that's what Murray was. But I was the only person that said that Kenneth Murray Jr. was going to be a stud 3 years ago. People wanted to make fun of me for that. And now he's a fringe first-round draft pick. So when I talk about football, I know football. And if I'm telling you that I'm scared, it's because I know football. However, again, I will give it to Laurel and Rod. Am I overshooting it? Knowing what I just said about all these things, am I just fear-mongering?
Can't answer that because I don't follow OU football.
That's
so
okay.
I trust what you say. If there's anybody that I know that puts in the research, it's you.
Same.
So if you say that it's not a worry now, but it could be, yeah, it's what it is.
A.B. Bailey, the door is over there. You can leave. The 2 people behind me, I love. And you don't have to be here. It's cool. It's been a college football talk show. It will be a college football talk show. It's been a college football talk show. Have a seat. Leave. These 2 people keep me sane. If you want me to continue to spew these college football facts, get off of them. Sorry.
No, go for it.
Punk.
Oof.
Torpedo, Tennessee is a very accurate assessment. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.